Nikki's actually a friend of graduating senior Tierna McKenna. They both played together over in Ireland. She's played at a top level, national level, and someone that's going to bring a wealth of experience to the game. She plays hopefully in our formation, high and wide, and someone that's definitely capable of scoring goals and creating lots of problems for the opposition. So excited about Nikki joining the squad. Paula brings a wealth of experience also. She'll actually be a transfer coming out of Spain. She's a tall girl too. She's probably potentially the tallest girl. She's 5'11", and a centre back that can play with both feet. So she's going to bring a little bit of height in the back, and something we're missing, and definitely that physical component to the game. She's very good in the air, very good on the ground. She can play big, and distribution is solid. So we're excited about Paula joining the squad for fall. Hannah Shutko's a local talent. She's plays at CAK and a local club, FC Alliance, which obviously is renowned for producing great players. Hannah comes to us. She'll be a freshman on the field, and someone that we're hoping can find their way as a defensive mid. Of course, Bailey Wilson will be in our senior year, and looking to the future, you know, hopefully Hannah's someone that can come in and eventually try and replace Bailey in that position. But Hannah's a hard worker. She's not scared of the challenge. That's probably our largest attribute, is that she loves to come in, she gets stuck in, and she's not scared to tackle anybody. So definitely a great player and a great local talent for us. Cassidy Simone. Cassidy is she's a girl out of Columbus, Ohio, and plays for Columbus Crew. She's one that we kind of found late in the recruiting process. We went up to watch her play, but she's had a lot of interest. She had verbally committed at one point to University of Kentucky and decided that she wanted a smaller private Christian school to attend, and we seem to match all the needs there. But she's a very, very good player, an exciting player to watch. Loves the ball at her feet, loves to make things happen. She'll definitely be a playmaker for us, sitting in behind whoever we decide to play up top now and replace Dana Stringle. But Cassidy's definitely going to bring that dynamic factor to the game, that she can create chances, and like I say, she just loves the ball at her feet. So Jamie DePaul is a great young lady out of Maryland, and Jamie as well. She could be a utility player. She could play anywhere, and she'd be successful in any position. She brings a lot of opportunities for us to create different formations and allow players to play in different positions, just because of she just understands the game very well. Tactically is very knowledgeable of the game. Physically just loves to get stuck in also, and just a great athlete, but also loves the ball at her feet, loves to make things happen. She plays left back at I think at her high school or her club, and she's very good in that position too, and that was maybe an area that we struggled to find someone throughout the season that was comfortable in that position. So she definitely brings something that we need, and a bright future for the future of the program here. Victoria is one of two goalkeepers that we've signed to come in, and of course last year we were lucky enough to make it through with just two, and of course Tierna McKenna graduates, and so Katie Hill's left here, and Victoria is also a tall goalkeeper. She's 5'10", and she's out of Brazil. We think we've got a special goalkeeper in her, and she's definitely going to be one that's coming in to challenge for the starting spot for sure. Brianna's we can call her a local talent as well, out of Carolina. She for us would fit in as one of those the front three that would play high and wide. Very speedy, very pacey. She brings that dynamic to the game. Very similar player to one that we already have with Malia Garrison, and she's unpredictable at times when she's got the ball. But she's explosive. She loves the physical aspect of the game too. She came in and tried out, and you know, within the first 10 minutes you could see that she can fit in at the college level. So she's one that will come in and definitely challenge for a starting position, and she's going to make it difficult for other players to feel comfortable that they're going to start there. So I think she'll do well. She'll get minutes for sure, and she's going to do well at the college level. Katie's a local talent. She's actually out of Bearden High School, and we've only had two in the last couple of years come out of Bearden, and it's a program that we've tried to always take kids from, and just kind of that connection was lost over the last few years. But we've always tried to bring in the local kids, and Katie's also a goalkeeper, and we think a very talented goalkeeper. Maybe physically lacks some of the attributes, but mentally she's all there. Just got a heart of gold, large heart, loves to work hard. She's great with her feet, which is an attribute of goalkeepers that we love to have here. That, you know, all goalkeepers need to be able to play out of the back and be good with her feet. So she's definitely got that component that we're looking for with goalkeeping, and she's going to make a challenge as well to play in that #1 spot. And I think she's again a good local talent and inspiring others within Knoxville and surrounding areas to want to come and play for the local universities. Helen Seed is also another centre back that we've spent a lot of time recruiting. Helen, we'd like to think that Helen and Paula might be the ideal setup, but of course Megan Peterson is a fantastic talent and someone that kind of marked and stamped her way into the starting lineup all last year. So it's interesting to see how this is all going to work out. But Helen stands at about 5'10" as well, and she plays at Blackburn and has also played with England colleges as well. So she's got a lot of experience. Technically is superior and very good from a very high standard of soccer overseas. She's been exposed to the best. She wants to be the best, and that's why she chose to come to Carson-Newman. And so we think that it almost looks like we're going to be replacing our whole back four. Maybe we'll see how it all works out. But we've definitely brought these girls into the mix to challenge the girls that we already have here and fight for starting spots. And I think we've got that with Helen. So great player. She's definitely going to be one to watch and someone that we think is going to come in and make her mark known on the team right away. So Camilla's an exciting talent. She's out of Norway. With a name like Camilla, you should be from a Scandinavian country, I guess. But Camilla's a great young lady. Plays at a high level also in Norway. She's also one that we think that would fit into that kind of high wide position, or maybe even a playmaker sitting behind the target forward. Again, unpredictable, reads the game very well. When all the times that we've seen her play, she's smart when she's got the ball, and she's smart when she's moving off the ball. And I think that's something difficult to find, even in the women's game, is the understanding of where to be, when to be there, and being in the right place at the right time. I mean, her trademark is she loves to score goals, and so I think we're going to get the same thing out of her as what the men do with Cinderella. I think that she's that type of player that she gets the ball and she's going to make things tick for us. So definitely excited to bring her in and interested to see how she'll fit into the squad. Amanda is from Lebanon, Tennessee. So again, another local talent, one that actually came in and had trained with us here, and definitely you can see technically she can play with the best for sure. And she's just got a great first touch, great work rate. She's one that's been involved with the ODP setup also, and someone that's got a lot of experience, a lot of minutes under her belt, and she'll be one that will come in and challenge. And again, it's interesting to see where she'll fit in, because I think she would classify herself as a centre mid. I can't remember what she put on the bio, but in the college game, you can see how she could be successful even as a fullback. She loves to pick the ball up and run forward with it. So a lot of these girls, although they play certain positions in the club and high school, we might see them fitting in somewhere different at Carson-Newman. But they're well aware of that. We are too. But she's definitely one that I think we could put her into a few positions next year, and she'd be comfortable playing there. Clancy is actually we ended up getting Clancy came in as a tryout as well. But she's a relative of Megan Peterson, so that kind of worked out that connection there. But Clancy's also one of those that she really wasn't on anyone's radar for colleges, and she had a lot of options to go to college, but ended up choosing us for a few reasons. Of course, a relative being here is a huge one for us, but she comes out of a very, very good club system in Florida, and Clancy's one that I think that she's going to come in and she enjoys the ball. She very rarely makes mistakes when she's on the ball, but she's just not one of those that's going to have that game-changing performance every time. But she's one that will never make mistakes, and I put her. She's very similar to Chelsea Jordan. I think when she's not on the field, you're trying to figure out what's going wrong, and that's Clancy, and she's just someone that comes in, she does her job, and she, like I said, she's very, very good technically. So it's definitely a component that I think that you can never stop working on in the game, and she's definitely one that's advanced in that attribute of her game. Katie's also, I think she was one of the last signees for us, and Katie's out of England and plays with Portsmouth Ladies. She'll be a little bit older and a little bit more experienced as well. She's in her gap year from high school, but she's someone that's got her foot on the ball every day, playing at a top level. She, like a lot of these girls that we've recruited, had lots of options to go to college and universities over here, and decided to come to us for a lot of reasons too. But she's one that I think can play anywhere on the back line and maybe even sit in that holding mid role. And for us, I think it's an area that we struggled in last year was we were conceding goals pretty easily, and so when we went out recruiting this year, we've definitely brought in some players that can score goals. We've brought in lots of players that can create goals, but more importantly, we brought in lots of players like Katie James that's going to get the job done. And hopefully here at Carson-Newman Women's Soccer, that's our ultimate goal for 2014 is we want to be one of the top teams for least goals conceded on the season. And I think that's kind of where we started with our boys team even last year, and building on that. Obviously they had a successful year this year, but that's the direction that we're trying to take the girls. So we do believe that we'll have one more signee that we'll be able to talk about hopefully a little bit closer to the summer. So.